What is up, YouTube? The Coin Bandit YouTube channel here again, and I am back. It's been a busy spring. I've been growing lots of stuff, got it planted. Now we're reaching into the 90s and upper hundreds in the heat index. So now between like 1 and 6, it's too hot to really be working outside. So now I'm going to try to go through some coins and start uploading at least every 2 weeks, if not more. So box number 30, we've filled 55 of the 166 that this album holds. The album newer than 1961 has been filled all the way up. The 2025 P and D has been filled, but I have not found any 2026 Jefferson Nickels yet. So hopefully I can find some today. I picked up this box yesterday when I went to town. I did not see anything interesting from the bottom. Nothing too interesting from the top. An older Jefferson there, maybe, and an older one right here. Maybe one here. So I'll bring you in for anything 1940 and older, but I'll be keeping anything 1960 and older, or 1959, I'm not sure. And 2024 P and D, because they are lower mintage. Maybe we can find a silver nickel or a buffalo nickel. Alright, hopefully I'll bring you back pretty shortly. Roll number 1, find number 1. I believe I said 1940 and older I'll bring you in. I was supposed to say 1950 and older. So, this is 1949 Philly. So that's old find number 1. I'll bring you in with our next find. Roll number 2, an old find, number 2, 1940, Philly. I'll bring you in with our next find. Still on roll number 2, an old find, number 3, 1941, Philly. And I also did find a 1959 Denver. I don't see anything else. I'll bring you in with our next find. Number 4 and 2024 P number 1. I won't bring you in for any more of those. I'll bring you in for them if they are Denver, which is I think about half, but I have not looked at the mintage in a while. This one has a Denver mint mark, 1962. Right. I'll bring you in with our next find. Jumped out roll number 5, and I was looking down it. We got us a Canadian nickel. 1986. I think it was the last roll. I got a nice 2024 P. I forgot to point that out. Since you're here, I'll make sure I don't see anything worth mentioning, so I don't have to bring you back again. Alright, I'll bring you in with our next find. Roll number 6 and old find number 6. 1 per roll average, 1946. Philly. I see some maybe older ones right here. Nope. Alright, I'll bring you in with our next find. Roll 7, old find number, probably 7, yeah, number 7, 1948. Philly. Bring you in with our next find. Roll 10, find, I think number 8, 1939. Philly, so the Philadelphia can have some pretty severe doubling in 5 cents in Monticello, which you can pretty well see with the naked eye. I don't see it. I'll run it under my scope real quick, but I don't think it has anything. So I'll bring you in with our next find. Roll number, let's see, roll number 12. And apparently we had an ender. 1940 Philly, that is old find number 10. Yeah, I don't see. I see 2024. There's another 2024. Alright, I'll bring you in with our next find. 24 and old find number 13. 1941 Denver. Double check. There's none other. 1941 Denver as well. So we have 13 and 14 from roll number 24. What is that? So we're still down 10 coins for 10 rolls. Well, hopefully we can get 50 old finds out of this box, but I don't think so. Alright, I'll bring you in with our next find. Roll number 28, and laid it out, and we got a 5-cent Canadian nickel, Canada, 2001. Oh, I have another one up here. Maybe I've already brought you in for one. So that's for number 2, I think. I'd have to look back on the... I stepped away from this box for about a week, so I'm back. 62, 1954, Denver, old find number 16. What was the other Canadian? 1986. I'll have to look back if I brought you in for that one, I'm not sure. Alright, I'll bring you in with our next find. Number 30, and I did not see it until I was already up to it, but it's a 2008 San Francisco proof. So it's been a while since I found a nickel proof. It's a little scratched up, so it has been circulated. And on our old finds, we are up to 18. I'll bring you in with our next find. Roll 32, an old find number 19, 1940, Philly. And roll number 31, I did find a Canadian, 1983. There's our third one. Alright, I'll bring you in with our next find. Roll number 36, and flipped it over. Got a 2026 nickel. That is a sighting. It's a Denver. It's the back's the same, so they just had it 1776. Denver. Wow. Give you guys a close-up of it. Wow, alright. Well, I can say I found one. I'll like put that in a flip. There's no others. Maybe we can get a couple of them. Maybe a P, and then I have a PMD. Alright, I'll bring you in with our next find. Roll number 39, and there's another Denver, so there we got another 1976, and I just pulled out a Canadian, 1980. There they are. That's number 2, maybe get another nickel box pretty soon. Alright, I'll bring you in with our next find. Roll 45, and I think we got a silver ender, which I think maybe you can see it from the intro. Maybe I tapped on some ones that looked older. Did not think it was silver. Now underneath this light it looks silver. It is 1943, and it's an ender, and I haven't got any others in the box. Try to open it with one hand. Doesn't really have a different edge like I normally see. Normally it's kind of greenish gray. And it's a San Francisco. I bet that's going to be a book filler. 1943, 35% silver. When silver was way up there, these were about $5 a piece. That's interesting. Maybe we can get one other. Why would it be on the end? Alright, Alright, well, we got a silver, we got a proof, we got a foreign, got some old finds. Alright, well, we got a lot of stuff in this box. I'll have to go back to the bank and get another box. San Francisco. Set that over to the side. Alright, I'll bring you in with our next find. On roll number 47, we had 1939. So this is old find number 20. It's a Philadelphia, and there is some pretty good doubling in 5 cents on the 1939 Philly, which you can generally see it. You're looking at my finger. I don't see anything. I will check it underneath my scope, though. Alright, so that's old find number 20, and I'll bring in with hopefully a couple more finds. And we have finished the box. So I'm going to get these fines laid out, and I'll bring you in for that. Here we go. Alright, so I'm going to go over the old fines first. Two 1939 Phillies, two 1940 Phillies, a 41 Philly, and 2 Denvers, 46 Philly, 48 Philly, 49 Philly, 53 Philly, 254 Denvers, 257 Denvers, 158 Denver, 159 Denver, and then a nice 1960 Philly, and 3 Denvers. So we got 2 of the 2026 Denvers. Decided I'm going to put those in a tube. 4 Canadians. Let's see, 17 if I remember of the 2024s. 1 2008 San Francisco Proof, and 1 1943S. I think that may be a book filler. I'm going to check here in a second. Alright, so there you go. So I'm pretty good. I will bring you in if I filled anything in the book. We did not fill any spots in our nickel book. So I guess we filled the newer one, but I don't have the newer one on the sheet. This is just for the book, 1938 to 61. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.